Okay, welcome everybody to another episode of Inner Compass. And today is a special day because, well, it's the day I incarnated on this planet 45 years ago. And when I think about today, it's such a day of reflection of just what is this journey meant for me and what have I learned? When I think of like why I've even started to just come on and do this every day, Monday through Friday, is just to be a vessel to share, to help raise the consciousness on this planet um, through my own life lessons. And um, I'm so blessed. Number one, I am so blessed for the life that I have, for the people that are in my life. I would not be who I am right at this moment, right now, sitting here talking to you if it wasn't for every human being that I have crossed paths with. Because the one thing I've learned on this journey is that every human is my teacher. And some of my greatest teachers are obviously my family, um, both my children, my parents, my sister, and so many more. So I'm a little teary today, just I think feeling the overwhelm of just love and to know how beautiful this journey in life truly is. And I think about my life and all the lessons. And I think, there was a point where I just remember probably 5.5 years ago where it was like, this just is not it. This cannot be life. I was so disconnected and cut off. And I think going through the motions of thinking that all the things that I were doing is what I was supposed to be doing, whether it was, being a wife or being a mom or, accumulating certain things, or what did your house look like? And I've gone on a pretty intensive journey this last 5 years to really find myself and to really understand why do we even come in here? Why did God bring me in here as this vessel 45 years ago today? And I think I had the realization that what I was previously doing, unconscious, really is sleep. If I had to describe myself, I was just asleep. And I was not fully awake and aware of why we incarnate here and who I was. And so I remember being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, I just, yeah, I don't know how I was unhappy. I was all these things because I was very much in my ego, as I would describe it. I was very much in a place of very identified with the physical world. I was very identified with what I had, of judgments of others, what other people thought of me. Um, and I've realized as I've walked this path, of coming back to myself, that there is so much more to life than I think what we have been taught or perceived, or really we're having to relearn and remember who we are. We come in as innocent, tiny babies, in the most pure state, childlike, which is what we're supposed to be all of our lives. And we go through all these societal constructs, and then we're in a process of unlearning all of those things that we thought we knew were true. And to step into this journey is just to be a seeker of truth, a seeker of what really is going on here, and to truly fall deeply, madly in love with ourselves, with the life that we have. Because as I've walked on this journey of, going through a divorce, having to change my life with my children, all those things, it's been this amazing unfoldment of remembering who I am, and I talk about it a lot, but I want every human to remember who they are. I want every person to access the Christ consciousness that they are. Those are not things external to us, they are us. And it's been a profound journey. And I've had the most incredible people along the way to help show me that light. Because, when we think about incarnating here, our soul drops in and we have a very unique soul blueprint of why we dropped in here and what we're supposed to do. And it's a remembering of why we incarnated here at this time, at this place, and what we are meant to do, not only in learn from within ourselves, but to be in relationship with everything else and love the reality in which we are in. And so it's just been a profound, I just sit in profound gratitude, thankful for all the lessons. Have I got it right? In the perception of other human beings or the ego, that would be no. But in the eyes of God, yes, I have. It was all by perfect design. My soul contracted in here for this experience and for this very reason. And I called in all the things and continue to call in all the things that are going to teach my soul and grow my soul if I'm open to receiving that. And so I just feel so blessed to just come on and share with you, to hopefully be a light, to share that, there is more to this whole experience. When we think is this just it? There is so much more to our experience here. And it's just here to remember who we are. When I think of just all the things that I have done or gone through, it's just I've had to relearn what reality really is. And the reality is that I am source. Yes, there's this body here that's talking to you, but the energy that's putting that out, that's the essence of who I am. That essence is infinitely abundant. That infinite is unconditional love. There's nothing we're here to strive for and do and be. That really is the ego. And I remember being on that hamster wheel, and I've been on that hamster wheel a lot, caught in thinking about, what do other people think? Am I doing the right thing? Maybe I should do this. What about this? Let me maybe get this promotion. And I can give 900 examples of how I have lived disconnected from the truth of who I really am. And we are at such a precipice in our lifetime of where we are at in the energetics of humanity and the evolution of the human consciousness, that we all called in here to transcend. We all called in here to transform and to do other work and to do greater work and to realize unconditional love on the planet at this time. And so, when I think about just why do I feel called to share? Because that's what God has asked this vessel to do. I want to see people succeed, to actualize the way that God sees them in perfection. I think of how long it's taken me to just come into complete love and self-acceptance of myself, and to truly not seek outside of myself in any way, shape, or form. And we do it so unconsciously, we don't even realize it. Whether it's a relationship with another human being, whether it's with our body image and the way that we look, whether it's with the food that we eat, whether it's what we consume, what jobs that we seek, houses that we buy, cars that we buy. Like, we are in a constant pursuit of something that is filling up a space of lack within ourselves when we are whole and complete as we are. And so I just invite you guys into this journey with me, because I truly, truly believe that we are here to live a different reality. I had the radio on as I was driving in to work today, and a couple songs came on, and it really made me kind of emotional. And one of them was Michael Jackson. It was Heal the World. We want to make this a better place. Well, the only way we make this world a better place is when we realize when we remember who we are, when we love ourselves unconditionally, when our greatest love story is with ourselves. Because when we change our energetics internally, we give everybody else access to that same ability. Like, why did Christ come in here? He, again, was just an example, not somebody to idolize, not somebody separate from us, but somebody that showed us the way that this is how we are supposed to live and be and do. And we are that right now. There's no seeking. Our ego wants us to think that they're seeking, you're not good enough, you're better. And I've been on that wheel. I've been on the self-development hamster wheel. I'm not good enough. I've got to fix this. Why am I hearing this? Why do I feel lack? And really, what I've really recently learned is that there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing to fix when I just drop the storyline and remember who I am. And so we are here to heal the world, and we're going to heal the world by healing ourselves in every action and in everything that we do. And, when I think about this other song came on, and it's a love song, but I was listening to it as if God was singing the song to me. And it was like the most beautiful thing. Like, you are so loved. We are so loved. You're in an infinite love story with yourselves. Your souls are infinite. They go on for all time and eternity. Albert Einstein says energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Like, okay, I've been incarnate on 45 years on this planet, but really my soul is billions of years old. And our DNA, 1 gram of it, houses the entire history of the universe in 1 gram of it. And our DNA spells God eternal within the body. So those are things that we're here to unlearn and remember, and to be innocent, and to be divinity, and to be perfection. Love yourself, accept yourself. And I would love to invite every human being into this conversation so that we can actualize, we can drop the hurt, we can drop the pain, we can drop the anger, we can drop all of it. We can just step in to remembering who we are. Because when we do that, everything else goes away. And so thank you for all the love, making me feel so, as a human being, as an entity being so incredibly special. But that's a reflection of you, for just being a part of my journey. And so I invite you in, because I want to heal the world. I want this to be a better place for you, for me, and the entire human race, as Michael Jackson sang in that song. And so join in on the conversation. I'd love to hear where you're at, what you're struggling with. I struggle day to day too. It's a constant awareness. There's not an end point. It's a constant learning. It's a constant seeking of the truth. And I just want to invite you in and engage in that conversation so that we can really, truly make this world a better place. So like, comment, subscribe, and more importantly, share just a conscious, loving message for the world. And I will see you guys tomorrow.